Hey, everybody. Welcome to Weight Loss A New You. This is our chance to share our experience with you on our weight loss journey to help you with yours. Now, understand that we're not giving any kind of medical advice or anything like that. Make sure you always check with your physician before you begin any kind of weight loss regimen. But what we can do is share with you some information that we've learned and our own experience. For those of you that don't know, my name is Sean Hill. I am a weight loss support coach. And the reason I'm talking to you is because I've lost over 135 pounds in 15 months. And it has made a tremendous difference in my life. And I want to help you, reach your weight loss goals as well. And of course, I could not do this without my brother from another mother, Mr. Tommy Durrell. Coach, tell them about you and your weight loss journey, what you've accomplished.
Great people, great people. Here's the deal. My particular weight loss journey has come with, it'll be a little different from Sean's. At a point in time, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. And, coming from Louisiana, that's just something that, we thought that's what you get whenever you get older. So I was so uninformed, so uneducated towards the things that I was allowing into my body on how it reacts with diabetes. So a lot of times I was losing weight, but at the same time, it was because what I was putting inside my mouth at that particular point in time. But as we go through this particular journey, there's going to be so much I want to teach y'all as far as my particular learning on behalf of what I went through. But we'll definitely get to that as time passes.
All right. So let's jump right into today's show. What we want to talk to you, we want to set this video to be our introduction to you and to set the foundation before you get into your weight loss journey. So the three keys to losing weight in 2022. Here's one of the keys is it starts with the mindset. Coach, I think so many people go wrong because they look for the perfect food. What's the perfect diet? I need to be on that diet, this other diet. Or they join the gym and they're looking for the perfect exercise and things like that. And we'll get to that. We'll get to those in a little bit. But it starts with my mindset. What made this different? I've been dealing with being overweight for over 40 years. 40 years, guys. So I've been dealing with this back and forth yo-yo, syndrome for a long time. What made the difference this time is I stopped looking at myself as a fat person trying to get skinny and started looking at myself as an unhealthy person trying to be healthier. And so when I started looking at myself as what should I be doing to be healthier, not skinny, what should I be doing to be healthier? Then my mindset made the change. And then all of a sudden I was able to do some things differently in my life. What about you, coach? What changed with your mindset?
Here's the deal. Well, just like I mentioned, I went through type 2 diabetes, not, what I'm saying, being all the way aware of, things that came along with that. So as time passed last year, Sean, family, in January 17, 2020, I had a heart attack. And
Mm.
the heart attack didn't have anything to do with what I was putting in my mind. I mean, putting in my mouth. It had everything to do with what I was putting in my mind. So strategically, once the heart attack happened, next thing you know, the mind shifted. I started doing other things. We're going to get into that as well, but the mindset has to shift. You may be an individual who wants to lose weight in 22, but the thing about it is you don't want to change your friends. So your friends
Mm.
are not in the season of trying to change their particular eating habits or trying to change anything that they do. So your mindset is going to stay the same depending on the people that you're actually hanging with. So that's where a lot of people are struggling
Mhm.
because it's the people that they're with. Hey, Sean, I know you've been exercising, you've been eating different or whatever the deal is. Hey, let's go have a drink. You can't work it that way. In order for you to see success, in order for you to see results, your mindset have to shift. It's not about just having a healthy body. You got to have a healthy mind as well.
Absolutely. And we're going to get into those details in coming videos. And one of the videos we're going to talk about is what do you do when you have an unsupportive family member? Because that can be very challenging. So, but we'll talk about that later. Number two is food. When I stopped seeing food as simply something to enjoy, and I started seeing food as fuel, as something I can put in my body to make me healthier. See, then it changed everything. because now all of a sudden I'm not just going for the latest and greatest, anything that tastes good, or anything that kind of catches my eye and just looks good, and I want the most of this, and I can have the most of that. I started looking at food differently. And I start looking at food differently. I'm not saying you need to do this. What I'm saying, one of the things that made me transition from is more of a plant-based diet. Now, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not saying that. But now what I've done is added more fruits and vegetables to my diet because I felt better when I was having those food. And even though I was enjoying the other type of food, I didn't feel as good. And I'm telling you, nothing tastes as good as feeling healthy does. When you feel healthy, when you have that energy, when you have that glow about you, man, you're going to want to keep going with that. So that's another mindset change you have to make in regards to your food. You have to start looking at food as fuel that you need to survive. Coach, what were your thoughts about food and how did that change?
Think about it, people. We talked about number one was mindset. Number two is food. Think of it like this: whatever area, okay, I'm 38. Okay. So that makes me a 1983 classic model vehicle. So in order to obtain, in order to keep that particular vehicle running, is certain oil. You got to get the oil change. You got to make sure the spark plug, all that. You got to make sure everything is in order. If you put the wrong type of oil or the wrong type of fuel inside your particular vehicle, your vehicle is going to struggle. Same thing when it comes towards food. You got to think of your body as a vehicle. What are you putting in it on a day-to-day basis, a week-to-week basis that makes sense? If you really think about it, we were taught to eat 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day, 7 days a week is 21 meals. If you have a bowel movement one time each day, that's still 14 meals that you have sitting inside your body, inside your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us are struggling with certain thoughts, but at the same time, it's the things that we put in our body. But I only said the different meals. I ain't said nothing about snacks, sodas, cakes, pies, none of that.
Right.
Just think about meals. What do you actually have as you're sitting here watching this particular broadcast? There's 14 meals inside of you as we speak. Can you remember what you ate 14 meals ago?
I love it. I love it, Coach. And we have so much more to go as we go on our series. But today we want to cover things at a very high level. So this is where most people start when they think about losing weight. They don't think about the mindset. They may think about the food a little bit, but man, I promise you, January 1st, the gyms are going to be packed. Maybe not January. Well, in January, the gyms will be packed. By March, they won't. Why? Because people have looked at the exercise and they looked it up. They Googled it. What's the exercise to lose the most weight, the fastest? And they gravitated towards that. But here's what changed with me. When I went from how can I lose the most weight the fastest to what do I enjoy doing? What can I do on a consistent basis that I can keep up with? I started out with walking. Now, over time, I progressed to running, but it started with something I knew I could do on a consistent basis. I knew that I loved doing and enjoying. So when people ask me, hey, what's the exercise or what's the exercises I need to do to lose the most weight? I have a simple answer, the one you'll enjoy and stick with, because that's the one that you're going to be consistent. Consistency is the key. And that's what we talk about when we talk about exercise. What do you want to say about exercise, Coach?
Once again, people, think about it. Number one, mindset. Number two, food. Number three, exercise. When you start to figure out exercise, once you start to just think about exercise, it may get you nervous. Even if it's just to walk to the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? Come on back. Go ahead and do that. There are certain people, Sean, that don't even want to do that. They don't want to walk to the mailbox. They'll call somebody, hey, you about to pull in. Hey, stop at that mailbox before you get in out. What? Hey, it's crazy, man. But here's the deal, people. This is how I started. Whenever it came towards my exercise, 1 mile a day, 20-minute session. That's it. 1 mile a day for a whole week is what I started at. But we'll get into all that when the time is right. 20 minutes a day. You have 24 different time slots in a day-to-day basis. Use one of those time slots and go out there, walk about 20 minutes. That's all you need. Walk 10 minutes from the house, 10 minutes back from the house. You got your mile in and you're very successful. Your mindset is going to shift. The things that you decide to put in your body is going to shift as well, because you get so much mental clarity inside this particular piece of going out and doing some exercise.
Absolutely. And so, guys, that's we just want to introduce ourselves and let you know that we're here to support you. If you want to talk to any one of us, either one of us, individual, we're here to support you. All you gotta do, get on our calendar, is go to www.weightlossanewyou.com. It's going to take you to our calendar, and get on the calendar and let's talk for this about for a few minutes and see how we can really help you. Guys, we are excited about the things that we have to share and the things that are coming forth. Make sure that you don't miss any one of them. Subscribe to this and make sure that we are bringing you the best information that you can have. With that being said, we'll see you on our next broadcast.